Sometimes if you don't notice what you're doing and you reach up there, I think I'm just turning up, turning down the squelch, and I'll hit the volume or the mic gain and the RF together, and delay on the, there's all kinds of stuff.
Uh-oh. Challenging skip-filled night.
Who we got out there? This old Dutchman in Indiana.
441, the Spitfire, southeastern Pennsylvania.
That's all hood in. Get the bulbs up there.
Testicles, 1, 2. Countywide, countywide. Countywide radio, 441. Good Lord, what a mess.
Oh, yeah, you got Dutchman down here, right smack dab in the middle of Indiana, Roger. 10-4, I was hearing you about this really noisy. Got a whole bunch of you coming in there, but you was kind of coming over the top of. You fellas have a nice weekend coming up. We'll catch you in Dutchman, Indiana, then.
10-4. It's 8 o'clock, 27115 on the AM radio dial. Time for Classic Radio Roundup. Classic Radio Roundup. Blowing glasses king. Classic Radio Roundup, where blowing glass is class. Four 441 to Spitfire, 27115 on the AM radio dial for Classic Radio Roundup. Who's out there checking in the Classic Radio Roundup? Classic Radio Roundup, Spitfire 441, Glowing Glass Radio. I hear somebody calling me. It's awful rough and tough out there. Try it again. Spitfire 441.
These blowing gliders up there must be a storm, Dave.
Try it again. I hear you trying to check in the Classic Radio Roundup. Classic Radio Roundup 441 to Spitfire. Let's go. I heard 108 somewhere. Checking in the Classic Radio Roundup. I didn't get all of it, my friend. It's rough and tough out there. 108 somewhere. 441. The Classic Radio Roundup.
Yeah, I don't hear it now. Every now and then you'll screech, you know.
Well, maybe it'll help to entice some of you to make contact with 441, because I got the video gate going. You want to make the video gate? You want to be famous on YouTube with the Classic Radio Roundup? Now's your chance. The video gate is rolling on Classic Radio Roundup 441, the Spitfire. I hear you in Southeast Iowa. I think it was 108, Southeast Iowa. You made the trip. You're on the video gate for Classic Radio Roundup, Southeastern Pennsylvania. The Spitfire 441 on this glowing glass radio.
Old Spitfire hollering at Southeast Iowa there. There is Spitfire hollering at Southeast Iowa. Sorry, we're checking in.
All right there, Southeast Iowa. We got you checked in. Got you checked in on Classic Radio Roundup. You want to hear how you came in on my radio receiver? Go on YouTube and search for Classic Radio Roundup. And I got all the video gates up by date. So just today's date, Classic Radio Roundup. You made it for 41. I hear the St. Louis crew in there. Hello, St. Louis. Hey, St. Louis, welcome to the Classic Radio Roundup. You're on the video gate for Classic Radio Roundup with Spitfire 441 on my glowing glass radio. Now we got the bleed over. Splatter box.
There's a reason for that.
Yeah, hello again there, St. Louis. I didn't get everything you said because I'm getting bleed over from the children's mini bowl there on Channel 11. You know how that goes. But we got you on the video gate checking in from St. Louis on Classic Radio Roundup 27115, Southeastern Pennsylvania, with the Spitfire 441 on my glowing glass radio. Let's go.
Somebody was international. A little bit more space, Billy. That man is bad looking trucks either. I don't mind them.
Where's all my neighbors at? Where's all my neighbors? Where's my neighbors for Classic Radio Roundup? The video gate is rolling. The gate is rolling for Classic Radio Roundup. Classic Radio Roundup looking for check-ins. 441 the Spitfire. Oh, God, what a mess. There's Channel 11
I did
mess.
hear one or two stations out there call me, but I can't make out the cornfield.
That'd be nice. Yeah, sure would.
It's time for Classic Radio Roundup. It's Wednesday, 8 o'clock Eastern. Time for Classic Radio Roundup. Video gates rolling, looking for the check-ins. 441 the Spitfire, southeastern Pennsylvania on this glowing glass radio. Neighbor, where's all my neighbors at? Where's all my neighbors? Classic Radio Roundup, 441. How about it out around the band? How about it out around the band? Who's checking in the Classic Radio Roundup? Classic Radio Roundup, video gates rolling, 441 the Spitfire. Let's go. Spitfire 441, Spitfire 441. Working this glowing glass antique flea market radio on Classic Radio Roundup. Countywide, countywide. Countywide Radio 441 on Classic Radio Roundup. Well, see, anybody can claim countywide, or I can claim countywide, because I know I can cover the county. All these people claiming worldwide. You ain't worldwide unless Mother Nature says you're worldwide. But I am countywide. Countywide radio every day, all day. Countywide radio 441. Countywide radio 441. The video gate's rolling, fellas. Hey, gentlemen, the video gate's rolling on Classic Radio Roundup. You want to check in? Get on the gate. 441 is Spitfire, Classic Radio Roundup on this glowing glass heavy metal radio. Well, it's well past 8 o'clock now. Well past 8 o'clock Eastern Time. 27115 on the AM radio dial. That means it's time for Classic Radio Roundup. With the Classic Radio Roundup video gate uploaded weekly to YouTube. 441, this Spitfire on this heavy metal antique flea market radio.
full of it's a lot of work most people don't like, you know.
Countywide, 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 countywide radio 441 on this heavy metal transmitter. Neighbor, neighbor, where's all my neighbors at? I hear you, Indiana. Hey, Indiana, I hear you here in Pennsylvania. 441, 441, the Spitfire, southeastern Pennsylvania. I think you said Red Wolf. I think you said Red Wolf in Indiana, if I got that right. It's rough and tough out there, my friend. There's a whole lot of stations going on out there, but you made the classic Radio Roundup video gate. 441, this Spitfire on this heavy metal radio. Good grief, what a mess. What a mess. Who's going to come clean up my radio receiver? I need a station to come in and clean up this radio receiver. It's just a big mess. Somebody come and clean it up for me. 441, the Spitfire on this heavy metal radio. There we go. There's somebody that came in and cleaned up my radio receiver. Hello, 661. Hey, 661, out in Illinois, you're sounding good here in Pennsylvania. You made the Classic Radio Roundup video gate. Uploaded weekly on YouTube under Classic Radio Roundup. Just check the date. 441 is Spitfire, Classic Radio Roundup. Was that 660? I'm sorry, I got it this time. 664. Hey, 664, I apologize, but when you check out the video gate, you'll see it's rough and tough. There's a big dog pile out there, a lot of bees buzzing around. But you made the Classic Radio Roundup video gate. 441 the Spitfire on this heavy metal radio.
841 Spitfire, 222 Indiana break.
Hello, 222. 222 in Indiana. Top of the evening on Classic Radio Roundup, the Spitfire, southeastern Pennsylvania.
All right, buddy. Have a fine weekend. You're sounding good. Have a good one.
Hey, thanks for checking into the Classic Radio Roundup. Check yourself out on the video gate. It'll be up there, uploaded by date. Classic Radio Roundup on the YouTube. 441 is Spitfire, Classic Radio Roundup on this antique heavy metal radio. Hello, 27115 on my AM dial. Who's checking in on Classic Radio Roundup? This is the Classic Radio Roundup with the video gate rolling. 441 Classic Radio Roundup, 27115. Hello.
Kentucky checking in.
Hey, I missed your handle there, Kentucky, but you're coming in nice and clean that last time around. I just missed your name. Hello, Kentucky. 441, the Spitfire. Hello.
Oh, yeah, Target Spitfire's popping in and out. Right now. No, man, the guy doesn't speak like
Hey, I think I hear you St. Louis guys still in there. You St. Louis guys keep getting on top of that pile on Classic Radio Roundup. 441, the Spitfire, somewhere around Pennsylvania. Hello, Channel 13. Hello, Channel 13. It's time for Classic Radio Roundup. Channel 13 on your AM dial. Classic Radio Roundup time. The video gate is a-rolling, and I'm sitting. 441 to Spitfire on this glowing glass heavy metal radio. What a mess. Neighbor, neighbor, where's all my neighbors tonight? $27,115 on the AM radio dial. It's Classic Radio Roundup time. Spitfire 441 on this antique heavy metal radio. I hear you in there, Missouri. I didn't catch your name. It's rough and tough out there. That part got cut off. Maybe you try it again. 441 to Spitfire on this antique heavy metal radio. Yeah, we always seem to have a good pipeline to you boys out there in St. Louis. Definitely have a pipeline to St. Louis from southeastern Pennsylvania, sounding good at the moment without that Channel 11 bleed ever nonsense. 441 to Spitfire on this glowing glass heavy metal radio. Yeah, I only got a part of what you said there, St. Louis, and I still missed your numbers or your name there. I'm getting a lot of splash over from Channel 11 with their all clipped and chipped radios. Come on.
Hey, QSO and all that splatter, no doubt about it. 095, Missouri Outlaw.
There you are, 095. I got you in the clear that time. Man, you came right up in the receiver. All 095 in St. Louis, sounding good. You made this week's video gate, the Spitfire 441 Classic Radio Roundup.
Hello, neighbor.
Hello, neighbor.
How you doing there, Countywide?
Ah, I'm doing good, man. I'm glad you came in here to clean up my radio receiver for a minute. Man, it's noisy.
Oh, yeah, and there's a lot of dirtiness going on out there.
Yeah, well, for Channel 6 and Channel 11, I think that's standard operating procedure. Make it splatter as much as you can, overmodulate as much as possible, and run with it.
Yeah, I guess if that's the only way people can hear you come on, I don't know. I don't have that problem.
I don't have that problem either. I'm no more than about 8 kilohertz wide. 8 kilohertz wide on this heavy metal antique radio. Come on.
Yeah, no doubt. So how you been? How you making out, all right? Oh, no, good.
Oh yeah, man. Life is good. Everything's good over here. Ain't no effects of this nonsense. I'm just going about my business. In fact, I kind of like it because I don't like people anyway, Brigger.
Yeah, yeah, no doubt. I like being self-quarantined in my machine all day. 10-4?
Yeah, well, you know me. It's just me and my boilers. Come on.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, I ain't missed a beat. I really ain't missed a beat at all.
I actually had it pretty good. We actually shut down, well, a total of 7 weeks, but it was a 2 week on, 2 week off thing. We shut down and then back on and back off. And it wasn't because of COVID. It was due to no raw material coming in to produce.
What kind of raw material are you talking? What, like fiber or what?
I don't know, man. I ain't in production. I boil water for a living.
Oh, what boils the water? I mean, what do you use to heat it with? Come on.
I boil water, make steam. There's no shortage of natural gas. Whatever they make out in them buildings. We make vinyl flooring, so I don't know what their raw materials are. I don't really pay that much attention. They ask for steam and I give it to them.
No, 10-4. Yeah, a lot of these factories and industries and stuff, they're buying up a lot of the wood, the recycled wood and stuff like that, skids and all kinds of good raw material.
That's just the word that I got. We had trouble getting raw materials, whatever raw materials that we use. I don't know. My raw materials are no problem. Natural gas comes in the pipe. Come on.
Yeah, and there's an abundance of water. Come on.
Yeah, there's no shortage of water at this particular point in time either. So it's good to know that you're doing well. I'm doing well. But like I said before, I got a little bit sidetracked. I never had 7 weeks paid vacation before in my life. With that federal unemployment, state unemployment, I was made whole.
Yeah, I can imagine there was a lot of people in that situation. That's for sure. You know what? I didn't get a taste of that. I just come back off of vacation. Last week I took a vacation and I did a stay vacation. We stayed at home, but you know, other than that, I got a lot of work done. How about it, Rich? How about it, Rich? Kevin.
I got a lot of work done at home. Yeah, I didn't go anywhere. I took those 7 weeks at home and got all kinds of stuff done around here. Painting done, maintenance done, lawn care and all that nonsense. A little motorcycle time, you know.
Yeah, 10-4. Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to stop the trash business because the trash business just keeps rolling.
Yeah, things get a little stinky, no pun intended. Or is it intended? When people don't pick up the trash.
Yeah, no, I'm in a different. That's a MSW kind of thing, and we do a C&D. So construction slowed down a little bit, but I'll tell you what, we're right back where we started from. It didn't lay off. It didn't lay off that much.
We actually now are ramping up because most of our flooring goes into prefab homes and RVs. And since nobody's flying, they still want to travel. The demand for RVs is way up, so the demand for the flooring is way up, and that's all good for me.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, I know what you mean. You know what? We're just falling back into place that we may have dropped a couple hundred tons a day, but we're right back at pace. I mean, we're actually where we're supposed to be. Any other time of the year, just like what we're doing.
Well, that's nice to know my neighbor is safe and rolling right along.
Yeah, as long as the health is there, we're all right.
Yeah, I mean, I don't do a whole lot of socializing, before all this nonsense. The only thing it ruined for me was my annual Catskill Mountain motorcycle trip. The wife says, well, if you go to New York, don't come back for 2 weeks. I'm like, I only want to go for the weekend like I have been for the last 31 years. You can go, but don't come back for 2 weeks. I'm like, well, that pretty much put the kibosh to that.
Yeah, well, it does scare people. I mean, it does. You know what? My son, he got back from Penn State, and they ended classes early this year and whatnot. And Now they're talking about going back, but you know, everybody's going back into red again.
Yeah, I honestly thought this thing was going to clear out by this time of the year, but it doesn't seem like anything changes the effect of this virus. This thing's hanging on and making a mess of everything.
Yeah, well, it's like they said, you know what, I've been hearing, you know, if you wear a mask, if everybody wears a mask for a month, you know, I think we can get out of this, no problem, but it's just lack of discipline around here.
Well, it's like pretty much lack of discipline just about everywhere. And I'm going to say it, the least disciplined group of people are typically under 30 years old, and they're the ones out causing all the chaos and mayhem right now.
You know what I mean? 623, you know what I'm saying? It's just lack of discipline. Hey, Bear, good evening, Bear. Hey, Bear, good evening, Bear. Yeah, I don't know. I just think that people just need to just tone it down. I mean, I understand that, you know, it affects all aspects, but it ain't doing us no good by staying in it, that's for sure.
Well, trying to tell the demographic of people who have never had a lick of discipline in their lives, got trophies for everything they participated in, to ask them to have some self-discipline and concern for others, it's going to be a really hard sell. Hello, Hammerhead. Hey, Hammerhead, Spitfire, Classic Radio Roundup.
I'm just signing in, my friend. 205, signing in, my friend.
Well, I'm glad you did, 205. Hammerhead, man, you sounded good. You cleaned my radio receiver right on up. You made this week's video gate on Classic Radio Roundup, Spitfire 441, on this heavy metal antique radio. Ranger, that's how it's been all night, man. It's like, man, somebody will come in real good in the clear. You get a couple of transmissions, and bam, that's a big mess again.
Yeah, no, I mean, it was coming in pretty good. You know, Iowa and Illinois and St. Louis and the Great Lakes and all that, and even Chicago was coming in pretty good, but I was having a tougher time getting back to Chicago. The beam's down this way.
Well, that's all the stations that I've had checked in so far. All those states you just mentioned are all the ones here in the video log.
Jan 4.
All our regular crowd out there in St. Louis, whenever we got conditions, them boys are in there listening, jumping in with us.
Oh, yeah, we're just sitting there listening to you guys talk about work-related stuff here, and our uncles are popping in and out, and sitting there enjoying the Wednesday evening there, Roger. I took a hiatus there a couple weeks, you know, I don't know, I've been working a lot, and I've been going in early, so I missed last week because I was on vacation, but, you know, I could have popped on, but I don't know. I was sitting in the jacuzzi drinking beer, come on.
You need to get yourself one of them wireless microphone setups, and you can CB radio in the jacuzzi while drinking beer.
You know, I did think about that, because I have the feed that runs right through the yard, so all we got to do is put a T connector right there and run it to the ground plane, and I'm good. I can put it right there right next to the jacuzzi.
Yeah, I haven't been as good either in checking in every week because I've been getting, you know, wrapped up in other things going on, but I'm trying to make it at least every other week.
Yeah, I figured I'd check in tonight and see who all came in, and, you know, I talked to Dave, I talked to Dave on Sunday.
That makes two of us. How was you talking to Dave and I was talking to Dave on Sunday and we didn't run into each other? You must have came in after I left.
I believe you had just left because Dave and Blue Max were in there.
Yeah, that's right. You must have came in after I left on Sunday. And on Sunday, Dave assured me he was going to be in here tonight. But there's no transmission from the sandbagger. In fact, you're the only neighbor.
I can't be the only check-in. I can't.
You're the only local check-in.
Well, you know, it is summertime, and it is summertime, and I guess the disciplinaries are still out there. Come on.
You know, that's another strange thing. You know, like back in March and April when the lockdown was kind of hard and fast and everybody's sitting at home, I thought, oh, great, man, everybody would be out on the CB radio. They weren't. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah, I was on a lot when it first broke, you know. And it was quiet. I mean, I thought there would be more people, and if they're sitting at home or something like that, I thought there would have been more people on. $31.
Yeah, I don't get that at all. You know, we all got our radios. We're all stuck at home. Nobody's going anywhere. I thought for sure there would be more radio play time for everybody. You know, I was checking in, hopping on the radio. There's no neighbors, nothing going on. And after a while, I just kind of got involved in doing other stuff. And, you know, I still would check in, but I was amazed. I was like, am I the only one that's thinking this way or what?
Yeah, I don't know. I was on there a lot. I mean, me and 200 we would be shooting some skip and stuff like that up on 22 a lot.
I think somebody out there is mistaking me for Sparky, and that's happened before. This is not Sparky. This is Spitfire. I'm Sparky's neighbor, Spitfire 441 on Classic Radio Roundup. Yeah, I really don't know where Sparky is. I heard him a few weeks back, but I haven't run into him since, so I don't really know where Sparky is. But I haven't run into him in a couple of weeks now, so I don't know what's going on there with Sparky. But this is the Spitfire 441 Classic Radio Roundup on my heavy metal radio. Hey, Spitfire. Yeah.
You know, how'd you make out with that National?
The Navy National receiver you're talking about? That I was talking about?
The one that I get. Did you receive that through Sparky?
No. Jerry's got a national for me, but I don't have it yet. I'm still going over it.
I bet you don't. Cause I paired up with Sparky and I had found an old national, and it was pretty grubbed. I mean it got beat up quite a bit, and I was wondering what he had done with it. I thought he had passed it on to you. When these two guys get done dropping hooking, we're gonna try straighten it out.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't even know that you passed it on to him. I do remember you talking about it in the past, but that's the last I remember. No, I got a RA07 U.S. Navy made by National receiver coming this way.
Okay, yeah, no, I came across this boat anchor. I'm gonna tell you what, it was heavy. You know what? You ain't talking well. That was well built because it got beat up pretty bad when I had found it. You know, rolling around in the demo there, I found it, and I said, wait a minute, what? And I'm looking at it, and I said, damn, that's a National. Sometimes whatever. You guys are making too much noise up here. You need to quiet down.
Yeah, that's a good find anyway. You look at it. It's a shame that it got all beat up, but hey, if it still works, it's got a story behind it. Yeah, I've had a couple of them boat anchor receivers. That Hallicrafters I had weighed 85 pounds.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure that this thing was pretty close to that, because I'll tell you what, you remember, you know the DAC Mark 9, how big that was? It was bigger than that, I know that, and all metal.
Yeah, but the DAC Mark 9's a big empty box. There's no weight to that. No big transformers or nothing. This transmitter that I'm using right here probably weighs close to 100 pounds.
Yeah, 10-4. Yeah, I don't know. I ain't got nothing like that no more. The heaviest radio I got is probably the Navajo 458. That's about it.
Yeah, well, this Barker and Williamson's pretty daggone heavy. So I don't move it around all that much. It gets put in place and stays there. That National that I got coming, that's another heavy one. I think that one was somewhere around 60 or 70 pounds.
Yeah, 10-4. Did I hear somebody calling me out there? Who's calling Ranger? Come on. Yeah, 10-4 there, Blue Max. Spitfire, Blue Max says hello.
Yep, I heard you in the clear there for a little bit there, Blue Max. I recognize the voice. Top of the evening there, Blue Max. It's a bit rough and tough out there with all that skipland noise, but you made tonight's video gate, Blue Max. Top of the evening, Spitfire 441 on this heavy metal Snowman Memorial transmitter.
How you doing, Spitfire Renegade in Westchester, believe.
Hey, Renegade, Westchester. You're making it over to Dog Pile. Hey, Renegade, top of the evening, Classic Radio Roundup.
That drought come out all day. It wasn't cooked real good, and I complained that, but most times rough and tumble down here, Spitfire, rough and tumble. I see you, Blue Max, is coming in. But you're making it down to me.
Yeah, it's the same thing on this end. Same thing on this end, Renegade. I get you, and then I lose you. I get you, then I lose you. It's rough and tumble with all this skipland noise. Thanks for checking in. You made the video gate, Renegade, Westchester, Spitfire 441 on this heavy metal radio.
What box of metal are you running tonight?
Barker and Williamson, 5100 Bravo.
Breaker, how about Spitfire 441? Ordinary, let me get you President Grant. CFLE? First generation President Grant tonight. Breaker, check me in that roll call. I'm checking in. 622 in Missouri.
Hey, 622 Missouri. You're checked in, Classic Radio Roundup, 622 Missouri. The Spitfire 441 on this heavy metal radio.
Okay, 441, sound good over here. 85 miles northeast St. Louis. Be 622. They call me Baker Boy. We checked in the roll call. The brand is what they get.
All right there, Breaker Boy, 622. No, 622? I don't know. I didn't write it down, man, but I know who you are. Anyway, yeah, I got you checked in. You're on the video gate. You made the Classic Radio Roundup video gate this week. Thanks for the check-in. Sounding real good here in Pennsylvania. 441 Spitfire.
Have a good one, Spitfire. Carry on. We'll let you go. 73s. God bless you. We're clear.
God bless right back, my friend there. Breaker Boy, take care. Sounding good. Pennsylvania 441 Spitfire.
Have you heard Space Lady?
No, I haven't heard Space Lady in a long time. I'm just not on that much. you know, at nighttime.
Very much.
You know, whenever the Carolinas start coming in, I always try to listen. You know, but I only hear that. I hear them guys, her neighbors and stuff like that. But I have not heard Space Lady in a while.
Space Lady passed away a few years ago.
A few years ago.
Yeah, the one out here in Missouri.
Oh, that's a different Space Lady.
Yeah, that is a different Space Lady. Now this one in Carolina.
Yeah, the Carolina Space Lady, I talked to her last year, so I know she was alive at least a year ago.
Because we had lost conditions there for a while, but you know what? Whenever I hear good conditions, I always try to get on there and listen up for them.
Well, it seems like conditions tonight, for the most part, are running out to the Midwest. You know, all of Missouri and Illinois and all that out there. A whole lot of St. Louis and around St. Louis stations popping in. That's right, the St. Louis Mud Ducks. They're all in there. They're all there. They're always there. I think the furthest one I had was Iowa. Southeast Iowa popped in, but I don't think that's all that far from Missouri. So a grand total of 2 of my neighbors checked in tonight on Classic Radio Roundup.
Well, it was 3. John and Blue Max and me. There you go.
Yeah. After I said that, I thought, well, Westchester's not exactly my neighbor, but yeah, he can be considered my neighbor in here.
Oh, man. You got that Corolla down here in Arizona. Did you hear that, John? Did you hear that, John? Oh, my God.
I wouldn't call Westchester in the neighborhood. That takes me an hour to get to Westchester. A neighbor's got to be like 20-minute drive or less. If it's over a 20-minute drive, you ain't a neighbor no more. You're in the distance, but you ain't DX.
Well, he's still in the States, so, he's on a local, come on.
I'd call him a local, but I wouldn't call him my neighbor. My neighbor is like you guys, I can work on a 1-watt radio.
Oh, we're in the backyard. Walking, talking, and mouth casket. No doubt about it. Let's go.
Man, it's almost hard to pick out any one voice in there.
JB, Ranger waving. That's all right. You get in there, you call my name, I'll hear you. 10-4? I hope you're well. Everybody doing okay, right?
Yeah, man. I had a kid yesterday. Number 5, a boy. Paul.
Oh, congratulations. Yeah, I do remember you saying that the wife was ready to pop one out.
Yeah, 10-4. Came yesterday at 2 o'clock.
Oh, congratulations. You got a name?
Paul Joseph.
That's a good one.
16. Guess what I heard last night? Ghost. Your old mate, your neighbor.
The the St. Louis boys, they're just coming in like locals.
Yeah, I can hear St. Louis tonight better than I can hear Westchester.
Yeah, I know. I need to get up. You sound good.
Yeah, I know, buddy. I've been cleaning up down yesterday morning. He went down and brought a big old tub of trash up yesterday. Poor junk.
Wonder what happened to this bagger of sand tonight.
Well, he ain't playing softball, right?
No, that was Tuesday.
I heard Big Mouth out there. I ain't said nothing. I told him hide, and that's all I said, Rich.
They never made shipment. I do. I heard your neighbor, Johnny Rockhill, in here a little while. Trump was out there waiting on
Johnny Rockhill.
Yeah, I mean, that's just what Russell understood, but he said he didn't really know. He said his brother said it. It's like they, you know.
Hey, Barry, he won't be
How about Ron? I'm surprised Ron ain't checked in.
Yeah, no Ron, no Sparky, no Green Dragon.
What about Night Train? Anybody heard from Night Train?
I haven't run into Night Train since I think like April or May. And I was hanging out during the day, dialing around, you know, and I ran into him on Channel 15 and we chatted for a while, and that was the last I heard of him.
Yeah, I ain't talked for about a couple weeks.
Rain pretty good today, Red Run, and they rained pretty good over it. It was pretty rainy, pretty heavy a while ago.
Quite a bit there. I do, yeah, we got a little bit of it out here.
Think when I go there, I'll give me one of those things like you got on your house, Red Run, that weather thing where measure the weather, the rain.
Roger, Roger. Hello. This is a trailer pushing away from the curb. Hello, I want a fire.
Hellfire go down. It went down, down, down. It burned, burned, burned.
You know, I'm still running that Wilson 1000 you gave me. Spitfire.
As long as it works. I wasn't going to use it.
Yeah, no, I repaired it once. I repaired it once. The wire and on the bottom was giving me a little fit on my match and stuff like that, and I fixed that, and man, it's been working ever since. I swear by that antenna.
I set up a CB radio down there at work because I'm near the Delco boys hanging out Channel 15 down there during the day. So I set up a CB radio down there, and we got a shop. You know, I got access to the shop. So I made a quarter wave ground plane out of 3/8 stainless steel tubing.
There you go.
I got my little Italian one tuber down there, so you know, I got 100 watts, and I could talk to all the Delco boys down there.
Yeah, I'm on 19 all day. I'm down in country, and a lot of guys that I know that drive truck come through, and they wave all the time to me. They can always pull me out.
Yeah, Country's too far of a shot for my little mud duck station down there in Marcus Hood.
Yeah, no, I have my good points and my bad points because I'm in a steel building, so the reflect is kind of bad. But I'll tell you what, 200 can hear me from Green Lane. From Green Lane, he heard me in Fort Washington, in country.
Wow, that's pretty good. Yeah, that's not bad at all. Especially knowing what you're running for a setup down there.
I'm inside a steel building, and I have my open doorways like to the north of me, and I've talked to 200 quite a few times when he was in his mobile and when he was on his base at home.
I'm gonna have to give that a try now. If he can do it, I should be able to do it.
Yeah, well, I'm only running a 4-wire radio. It's one of them new Road Kings, the RKs.
Yeah, well, I got it so quiet here. The conditions are just right. I just might be able to hear you. You never know. 'Cause I sit there and listen to 19 sometimes when it's quiet, and I can hear, trucks going up the Northeast Extension, and I hear them down on 95 sometimes even. So I got pretty good ears here for mobiles.
Yeah, no, I hear Ripper come through now and again, and Badger when he comes through down there, he gives me a shout.
Yeah, well, I don't have a radio in the mobile, but I do pass near enough probably to get your attention. But I'm not putting a radio in my car for be able to get a 2-minute shout.
Yeah, no doubt. You know what I got? It's still in the box. It's one of them car CB antennas with the motor.
Oh, what it's AM, FM, CB radio, auto antenna.
Yeah, it's got a motor to extend it and all that.
Yeah, with the two-way splitter, they're kind of junky, really. I mean, they don't. It's not like your Wilson 1000 or anything. It'll work.
Yeah, well, I guess it was made for that error, but it's still in the box. The box is a little torn up, but I'll tell you what, the antennas, everything is there. It's all brand new.
Now, if I had some vintage car or something, I'd get me one of them, in-dash AM, FM, CB radios, and then put that antenna. Yeah, that would be the way.
Yeah, 10-4. Yeah, I haven't come across one of them, but I came across the antenna and it was in pristine condition. I couldn't pass it up. I said, what, I found that at work.
I have one of them AM, FM, CB radio in-dash units. It's made by Pioneer.
Oh, yeah, no. This one, it looks like, if you had a big old boot, that antenna was just off to the right side.
Roger, 10-4. Still in there, Renegade?
Yeah, still here.
Oh, I thought that was you 10-4, and then I just wanted to double check. But maybe that wasn't you 10-4, but you're still here. Oh, man! Well, I'm working this big glowing glass heavy metal transmitter,
This fire's heavy metal.
The Snowman Memorial Transmitter.
Dun, dun, dun.
Where's Mike? Is he out there listening, or he just doesn't bother?
I don't think he can make it up that way, but yeah, he was on 15 earlier. I bounced around. I went up to the uppers. The upper frequencies are jumping.
Yeah, I'm sure 10 meters and all is probably pretty jumping too with these kind of conditions. It's just jamming. Right now, though, I got a kind of a clear window. I can hear you pretty good.
Yeah, you're coming in really great. The old radio's kicking, man.
Yeah, well, it's about time this thing started kicking with the amount of money I've thrown at it.
10-4 on that one.
Yep, I'll never get my monetary value back by selling it what I got into it, so I got to use it and get my enjoyment out of it that way, and then I'll get my money's worth.
You know what? Everything I've done with a radio, I never looked at resale. It's just because I wanted it.
That's the only reason this thing is up and running. The resale wasn't in the picture. I want this damn thing to work. Do what it takes. I'll keep throwing money at it till it works.
Becoming a quest?
Yeah, hang on. There's somebody playing the audio game here and covering you up.
There's a lot of that going on out here.
Yeah, give it a try, Renegade. Let me hear you.
I can't remember what I was just saying. Oh.
Is that Operator Ron? Sounded like him, but I guess not. 441, the Spitfire on Classic Radio Roundup, running this antique heavy metal radio transmitter.
So, did you get that on Apple up and running, or what's the deal?
Is who up and running?
Good on Apple.
I'm not getting it. Try again.
The international.
The internet hole?
International.
I don't have an international. Why does everybody keep thinking of having a national radio? I have a national radio coming. I do not have one. I never even had one before. But I do have one coming, but it is not here yet.
Now, does that one work, or does it need work?
Nah, it works. He's just aligning it, and it's probably done. I gotta give him a call. He was just gonna give an alignment and make sure everything was squared away before he took my money.
Well, that's a good thing.
Ah, yeah, Jerry's a good guy.
No, he's not.
That sounded like Ron.
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
All right, Ron. Top of the evening. Welcome to the Roundup.
He's just sitting back.
10-4. Roger.
Hello, Ron.
What's going on?
Not a whole lot. Which antenna you on, the low one?
Yeah, I'm on the top one, but the radio's only doing a couple watts. Yeah, we'll see if we can jump it up.
Oh, well, the signal definitely jumped up, but you had good forward swing.
There you go.
Yeah, now you're clean inside my radio receiver.
One of the files in the back is blown, so it's only getting a couple. But you turn on that power and it doesn't go nowhere.
It got loud as hell. In fact, you could back your mic, your mouth off the mic a little bit, and it would probably clear up nicely.
There you go. How's that?
Yeah, way better. You were doing that thing.
Yeah, get the mic. Yeah, where is it? There's where the mic gain's at.
Ah, don't touch the mic gain. Just don't eat it.
Yeah, it's just a little one pill behind it.
Well, all I got is these pair of glowing glass 6146s. Get in?
Yeah, it's doing okay. 4-1. Does about $1.50.
That's, this does about 200 watts peak. 6146s modulated by 6146s.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, it's after 9 o'clock. I'm going to bow out gracefully. Thanks for everyone who checked in on Classic Radio Roundup. The video gate to be uploaded shortly, but 4 a.m. comes around real early. So thanks for the fun, everyone. Spitfire 441 on the Heavy Metal Snowman Memorial Radio Transmitter.
Good night, neighbor.
Good night, neighbor. The dog shall return.
Won't you be my neighbor? 7-3, y'all.
73. See ya. Good hearing in there. Maybe I'll catch you tomorrow morning.
Tenfo. I'll be in there. Delco Channel 15 on the company-wide radio.
Right? Yeah, I think so. It might have been the tick stuff we put on.